Now let's look at four potentials: the Euro GBP and the GBP UPS and the GBP GPY and the GbpNzd. Those pairs are very interesting because let's look at the Euro GBP first. Euro GBP. If I look at the Euro GBP, there is a strong weekly support area. It's not that strong, but there's a support area. As you can see, touched the price in that area, dropped, went through it a little bit, and then dropped. Right? So the weekly support is pretty interesting. So if it completes the H4 divergence, that would be an interesting buy to take. Now let's look at the GbpJpy. The GbpJpy it actually entered already the weekly resistance level. They touch a monthly. Yeah, it's a stronger weekly resistance. So for that case, we wait for it to complete the H4 divergence, and then we could expect to take it as in sale. All right. The GbpUsd. It's about to enter a weekly resistance area. It's a nice monthly area. It's more of a monthly resistance area. When in that area dropped. So once it enters that price range, it's gonna drop. So potential sell. GbpUsd. Once it enters that area, wait for it, watch it, pay attention to the price action, and then once it drops, you're good for a sell. Gbpnzd. Yeah, okay. Yes. So the Gbpnzd, we see that it's close to a good weekly resistance level. You could even put it closer down a little bit. So once it enters, oof, that's a nice one. So once it enters that area, we should expect a sell, a good drop. So this is a potential sell to take. Even though, if I have to take notes, give notes, it's a counter trend trade, right? So you wait for it to enter that zone. You be strong, very selective. So you wait for it to do a H4 divergence, and you can take at least a couple of pips as a sell. Right? So it enters that area, and you can take a nice sell. But wait for your candle confirmation. So that would be a counter trend trade. So with the counter trend trade, you don't expect to hit a home run, but you could expect to do a good amount of pips, good couple of hundreds of pips, especially if the resistance area is strong. Thank you.